Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to give a little fleet update. I had hoped to have more content out by now, but our weather here has been just crazy this spring. A couple of weeks ago, it was upper 60s. A couple times we got to 70 degrees, and that was at the end of February, beginning of March. And probably when you're seeing this, it might be snowing. So let's kind of walk through here what we've got going on. I've done a ton of cleaning down here the last couple of weekends and evenings, just trying to make this place a little more usable for our projects. This upcoming year, we went ahead and purchased a bunch of new, not so much tools, but cabinets, storage, carts, everything. We've been really good friends at Harbor Freight lately. So yeah, this whole area has been cleaned up, ready to go. We notice we've got a hole here where the 52 used to be. Yeah, more on that coming up. The Challenger, if you've been keeping tabs on that, we have pretty much, yeah, we've got all the metal on here now that needs to be on here. The next steps really are going to be finishing up all the welds on the roof, filling in a couple little holes, and then next thing I want to do, it's on my list, is to get the engine bay prepped and ready for paint, which means the K-member's got to come off, painted. That's going to be fun to do because the garage is up there and this is down here and there's no engine. So yeah, that's our goal. We're going to hit that hard this year once our weather finally decides what it's doing or not doing. I'd really love to get the engine back in it and at least have the engine bay painted and be able to get back and forth to the garage without having to use the Bobcat, because sooner or later that's going to end up causing damage, and thankfully sooner hasn't happened yet. So that's our plan with that. I want to, like I said, hit it hard, get a lot done on that, and hopefully, having made some more room down here, I'm going to have room to get things done a little more efficiently. So that's where that's at. It's just tough to get up to the garage to work on it. And the weather is, when the weather is cold, especially if there's snow or ice in the driveway. And yeah, so that's kind of just been sitting here until our weather clears up and I can work down here full time. The Ford, well, the Ford's been doing Ford things recently. You saw the video a few weeks ago getting the new cab lights on. That is awesome. Thanks again to Boost Auto. They've got a couple of other products, maybe some new running boards might come this way, we'll see. I've got a new video coming up, some more maintenance on the rear end of this. We've got some other stuff to do, fluid changes and maintenance. And the biggest recent issue is a hot no start condition, which has popped up after our injector repair last fall. So I've got to troubleshoot that and figure out why it's not starting when it's hot. I think I have an idea why, but I haven't had time to look at it yet. So hopefully that'll get back working soon. I mean, it runs, it's fine. It's just when you drive somewhere for 5 minutes, shut it off, it doesn't want to start for a half hour. So normal travels, when we hook up the camper, go 3 hours, park it for a weekend, no big deal. Running around town, just gonna have to keep running. So we'll get to that. The little Cub Cadet, yeah, I didn't really do many videos on it last year because it was pretty good once I figured out the steering issue from fall of 22 was self-induced. It was been a great little mower all last year. It's still not quite suited for our property and terrain, but hey, it's paid for and it works, so we're going to keep using it. Nothing big planned for that this year, so if you're a Cub Cadet fan, sorry. If something breaks, I'll fix it, but it's been pretty trusty and pretty reliable other than what's broken on it. Bob, again, a workhorse living a nice retirement life here. Haven't featured much of anything on it since we got it in 2020 because it's just done its job. It works. You turn the key and it goes. It does what we need it to do. I don't really know what else I can do to it unless I put in the more external lights or I don't know. It just works, so there's really nothing much to do on it right now. Mustang, that has been a great car. Again, haven't done a whole lot on it since we put our new convertible roof on it a couple years ago. But you turn the key, it goes, and didn't get driven a lot the last couple years. But this spring, we've got more miles on it than the last, I think, 2 seasons combined, especially after I had that deer strike with the X5 last month. It just goes. It's gone to town, it's gone to daycare to get the kids. It's not as much fun when it's 40 degrees outside, but short of maybe some new tires this year, because these are about date coated out, we're going to drive the heck out of it. So another great cheap car that we enjoy. The Triumph. It is over here. It is sad. It is dusty. You turn the key and it goes. So again, frame off restoration. There's a new frame in the horse trailer over here. Time and space. I really need to have one of the other projects, at least one of them, completed and out so I can start doing the frame transfer. Again, it's just waiting in the wings until time and budget allow. So it's not going anywhere. Again, you turn the key and it goes, and oddly I now have 2 green convertibles. And overall, the shop as a whole, it still needs insulation. It still needs a floor, but I was down here last weekend and swept the floor, or raked the floor to clean it up, level it off the best I can for the season. But ultimately, it needs a pile of money to get finished off right, and that's just not in the cards right now. I would have liked to have had the income from the channel manage that, but that's where you all come in and hit that subscribe button, like the video, watch it, and drop some comments. Doesn't take much on your part to help get us to our goal of getting this place finished so I can spend the entire winter down here working as well, and the summer, and not die of heat or freezing temperatures. So yeah, it's cold, and let's go back up to the garage and talk about the 52. Yep, the 52 is in the garage. I didn't get rid of it. I'm not getting rid of it. There's a lot of work left to do on it, and there's a lot of folks asking, where's the 52? Well, here it is. And the story on it is like this. We've got a little bit of finish, body work to do back here over the rear wheels, and give it a final, kind of a final sanding, guide coating. I'm gonna hit it with another coat of high build primer, give that a final blocking, seal it, and paint. Kind of. The color we sprayed the floor with last year, not terribly happy with that. So we're going a completely different direction in terms of paint. But again, needs body work, needs the weather to cooperate, and I think this year I'm going to be investing in a inflatable paint booth for in here. Again, that subscribe button, watching the videos helps it happen. Otherwise, everything's out of my pocket, and I can't do that forever. So yeah, the goal is to get this thing hopefully painted this year. Yeah, this and the Challenger, that seems like a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work, but that's kind of where I'm headed. What I'd like to do, again, based on, you know, time, weather, finances. A lot of this stuff is based on weather. I can't do a lot in the shop. It's currently 35 degrees down there now. Can't paint. Can't do much. I don't like the cold. So yeah, that's where that is at. The goal is to get that in paint and then work on the interior. I'm planning on refinishing the interior myself. At least that's the plan right now. I've got all the frames and everything for the seats, all the door cards I can rebuild or recreate. It's just all in pallets, and I don't remember where any of it is. So that's going to be the biggest puzzle, is figuring out where stuff is and where it goes. It's kind of labeled, but you know, we'll see. So yeah, the 52 isn't going anywhere. It's here to stay, and it's up here now. Got a couple of days to work on it. Wife's been traveling, so I can keep my car over here so it's not a giant icicle to go take the kid down to the bus in the morning. And yeah, so I'm gonna put you away and get back to work doing the sanding on this thing and the last bit of body work. So that's kind of our quick check-in, and we'll see you at the next video coming on Saturday. Take care.